Hey everyone, welcome to Behind the Lines, the story in the song. I'm Oscar Butler, and today we're breaking down my song Right Here Next to Me. It's a playful, smooth tune about confidence, attraction, and what really matters when trying to catch someone's eye. Plus, I'll be talking a little bit about my rhyme choices, how the rhythm of the words makes the story flow. So, let's dive in. The story came from that feeling we've all had, seeing someone across the room or down the street and wondering what would it take to get their attention. But instead of going for pickup lines or smooth talk, I wanted the rhythm of the lyrics to feel natural, almost like a conversation. That's how I like most of my songs to be. It's almost like I'm having a conversation with you. The song's rhyme scheme plays a big role in that. It keeps things playful without feeling forced. The story of this also, it hits on that confidence versus self-doubt. You sit there and you wonder, well, should I, shouldn't I? Should I ask her? Should I say something? And that's part of this because in my life, I've dealt with a lot of that. So it kind of fit in real good in my writing of this song. So, kind of in summary, it's a song about chasing love without pretense. Okay, verse 1. If I saw you walking down a busy city street, you'd be the only one I'd like to meet. First impression with the lyric, because you're working with a very limited period of time in a song, you want to set the stage pretty much right away. Set the stage right away. The rhyme pattern is simple and direct, like the whole song, simple and direct. It's AABB, so the first and second line rhyme, the third and fourth line rhyme. Now, one thing I shoot for in pretty much all of my songs is a very conversational style where if I were to take away the music, I could sit here and recite this line for line and it would be just like a conversation. So it's got a very conversational tone. It makes it sound effortless rather than overly poetic. The line, but I don't want to be the great pretender. It's referencing honesty versus pretense. Then I move to verse 2, which sets up the classic beauty. You with your long legs and Corvette red lips, a smile that could really launch 1,000 ships. I set up the classic beauty. My subject. This is the person I'm talking about and to. Now, the long legs and red lips, alliteration, it just rolls off your tongue. The use of those L's, long legs, lips, and it's just fun. It's playful. Again, this is an AABB structure. Continues through the verse, keeping the rhythm easy to follow and engaging. Again, not overly poetic. The Corvette and 1,000 ships reference is cool because I meant it to show admiration and a bit of grandeur. Funny thing though is when I wrote this, I think it was just after the whole COVID shutdown, and so when I sang this, I really had to enunciate Corvette very well because I didn't want people thinking I was saying COVID. It had to be Corvette, and that came from the red Corvette. Actually, came from, I think it's that reference came from Prince. He wrote a song called Little Red Corvette. Now we come to the bridge. In the bridge, we deal with honesty and confidence. A lot of times in my bridges, I'll change the rhyme scheme, but I just decided to still go with the AABB. I may not be the fanciest bulb on the tree, and I may not be the biggest fish in your sea. It's real playful and basically acknowledging that, I may not be your fanciest, your flashiest option, but I still have my own appeal. That line, but I have some style and I have some charm. If I break a window, will that set off your alarm? It's cool. Charm and alarm, near rhymes. I use a website called rhymezone.com. I mean, you put in your word, and in the advanced section of it, there's an advanced option that it gives you from perfect through to near rhymes, and it's so cool. But the funny thing is, a lot of times when I'm writing, it just, again, because I make this very conversational, I come up with the rhymes without even checking that. I use it a lot to maybe look for other rhymes or different rhymes, but a lot of times I just come up with them on my own, which is cool. The other thing about near rhymes is that it makes it more conversational. But when I'm writing and when I look at my lyrics, I think in terms of the way I want to rhyme is to almost make it seem like it's not happening. Does that make sense? In other words, to write a poem, you want those certain things to rhyme, bam, bam. But in this, because I want to make it more conversational, a lot of times I want the rhymes to be there where you'll catch them, but because you're following the story, you almost don't notice that it rhymes. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, it does to me. And another thing, it avoids predictability. I like surprising people. And so it avoids predictability while adding a little humor and edge to it. Okay, so now we go to the third verse, verse 3. So I'm going to play the game the way that I choose. I want to be your comfort like that old pair of shoes. Again, AABB rhyme scheme stays consistent, making the lyrics feel smooth and natural. Comfort like that old pair of shoes. This line shifts the focus from attraction to something deeper, emphasizing familiarity and trust. Like Linus's warm blanket. It's just that's what I want to be. And then I give a very sincere compliment, reinforcing that admiration isn't just surface level. That's the line, make you feel even prettier than you already are. And then with the line, so honey, take a moment and give me a glance, set me at ease, then I might have a chance. It's a mix of confidence and vulnerability. I want to be relatable in this song. It's asking for acknowledgement, but keeping it light and charming. When I sit down and write in my studio, I picture people sitting in front of me and I'm actually telling them this story, or they can be the person I'm talking to. That's the feel that I want when I write these lyrics and when I perform the lyrics. When writing this song, I wanted the lyrics to sit comfortably on the groove. I wanted it to just ride, like the board, like the surfboard on the wave, just riding the wave. So I made sure the rhyme scheme didn't feel too tight or restrictive. The rhythm had to match the feel of the lyrics. Smooth, cool, and full of that slow burn charm. The groove, I feel it's relaxed but keeps moving forward. It's just like someone working up the courage to say hello to the pretty girl. Right here next to me. If I saw you walking down a busy city street, well, you'd be the only one I'd wanna meet. I'd do anything just to catch your eye, whatever I could to keep you from walking right by. But I don't wanna be the great pretender and say something wrong that might just offend you. If I had some game, money or fame, could I have you right here next to me? Now you with your long legs and Corvette red lips, a smile that could surely launch 1,000 ships. The things a man would do just to be be by your side. The things he would say to not be denied. But I won't take that low road of least resistance. I think if I'm honest and a little persistent, I might have some game, money or fame, and have you right here next to me. I may not be the fanciest bulb on your tree. I may not be the biggest fish in your sea. But I've got some style and I've got some charm that may break a window and set off your alarm. So I'm gonna play the game the way that I choose. I wanna be your comfort like these old pair of shoes. I wanna make you feel like you're my North Star. Make you feel even prettier than you already are. So honey, take a moment, won't you give me a glance and set me at ease so I might have a chance. 'Cause I've got no gain, no money or fame, but I'm hoping you'll be right here next to me. Ooh, ooh, ba-doo-doo, super-doo-doo, ba-ba, ba-da-da-da. What up, ba-ba-doo-doo, ba-doo-doo, ba-ba, ba-ba, yes. I may not be the fanciest bulb on your tree. I may not be the biggest fish in your sea. But I've got some style and I've got some charm that may break a window and set off your alarm, yes. So honey, take a moment, won't you give me that glance? Let me know I'm not the only one thinks I've got a chance. 'Cause I've got no game, no money or fame, but I'm hoping you'll be right here next to me. I said I've got no game, no money or fame, but I'm hoping that you'll be right here next to me, yeah. So that's the story behind Right Here Next to Me. It's all about confidence and charm and keeping it real. Um, but with the right rhythm in the words to make it feel smooth. That's, I think I just really pulled that all together. So thanks for tuning in. If you've got a favorite song with great rhymes, put it down in the comments. And if you have other things you want to say, throw them down there in the comments. I like to hear from you. And remember, give me that thumbs up if you like what you're listening to, and please subscribe. Subscribe so you can get more of Behind the Lines. I'll see you next time.